Okay, so now the image is done. So let me go ahead and blow it up. And I mean, look at that. Oh my Lord, look at that. Look at that. Are you seeing all the AI out there all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? So after looking at everyone else's images, you go look it up to create your own images or videos, and notice that you have to have a high-end video card or a high-end PC. What if I tell you there's another site out there that basically takes Hugging Face and Civitai, puts them together. You can also create your own LoRAs and actually export them and put them into ComfyUI to use. But this new platform is called ModelScope, and that's what we're gonna get into in this video here. So ModelScope is basically what you get if Hugging Face and Civitai had a CloudForm AI baby. You get free API inference, unlimited cloud storage, and daily credits to run AI models, including Qwen, DeepSeek, and Z-Image, all without the use of your own video card or GPU. All links will be in the description down below, but here we go right here. We're at ModelScope right here. You got image, you got video, you got model train right here. Remember, you get up to 2,000 free inferences a day, which is basically like their credits. And of course, no local setup. Everything is all through their web base. The Civision section is where actually all the magic happens, which is right here. Think of this as a fully free version of Civitai, but just online right here. So if you're new to all the AI, so basically what Civitai is it's a place where you can get LoRAs and models. So basically what happens is, say you want a certain cartoon style or somebody else is creative and they create these LoRAs and they wanted a steampunk style, you go to Civitai and you find something that somebody else has already created. Well, how about making your own creations come to life, right? You have your image in your head, you're just using someone else's. So what ModelScope does, it allows you to do it yourself. Not to mention, it's all free. It's not even on your computer, nothing like that right here. Okay, so now that we're over here on the ModelScope, we can go ahead and hit models right here and we can choose different models and what we want to do right here. So look at all these models here. This is so much in here. Now let's go over to Z-Image. I'm gonna go ahead and click Z-Image right here. And now here is Z-Image. All right, so now that we're on Z-Image right here, again, it gives you a little breakdown. So you can get GitHub, you got Hugging Face, you got different things right here. And it shows you what the model is for and how to actually use it a little bit. You can sit here and you can download this as well. So if I wanted this, you got to make sure that you credit where credit is due right here and respect the original work, or we can go ahead and hit generate now. Once we hit generate now, we are now in the cloud base where we don't have to have no GPU. Let's go ahead and put a prompt in here and we're going to go ahead and get something going. Okay, so I got me some prompts real quick. Let me go ahead and copy and paste them in here. So here's my prompts. I'm going to go ahead and give it a negative prompt as well. Okay, so after that, you come down here and you select your model. Go ahead and hit the select model. And now here is your checkpoints for your model. What do you want to use? If you look right here is a lot. There's a lot of them here. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to check this one right here. We're going to come down here for size. I actually want a 16:9 right here. I'm going to go ahead and just do one image. Random seed, image to image right here, high resolution. We can go ahead and enable high res right here, which is really nice that we can go ahead and it will upscale it. You can choose your upscaler to how you want to upscale it. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it default. A detailer, we can come in here, repair hands, repair face. So if you want to repair something right here. And then of course we got our control net right here. And then we can use a reference image to control what's going on. But I have everything right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hit generate. Okay, so our image is done. So this is what I have. Come in here, zoom in a little bit. I mean, it is pretty detailed. We can actually make that a little bit more realistic, but I do like the abstract that it looks like a painting, but realistic all at the same time, which is what I was going for. So it actually did what I wanted it to do. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and do another one real quick. Go ahead and paste that in right there. And then I'm gonna paste that right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna select a different model for this one right here. Let's go ahead and go with Qwen. Okay, so now that I got my checkpoint in, I'm going to go ahead and generate again. Your estimated tokens basically is 2, so I'm going to go ahead and generate watermark free. Of course, we don't want watermarks depending on what we're doing. Now this one here, I didn't come back down here. You do have to reset this every time that you use it. If you're doing 16:9, Then you come down here. I am position 4 of 4 people. So depending on how many people is using the platform, remember this is a free platform, then you will have a little bit of wait, but normally 40-50 seconds to 3 minutes, depending on what position you're in and what settings you have. So remember, I have an upscale on here as well. Okay, so now the image is done, so let me go ahead and blow it up. And I mean, look at that. Oh my Lord, look at that. Look at that. How realistic, 100%. The sharpening might be a little over sharp for his beard, only because I know with the little bit of gray that I have, that I get a little over sharpening in there. But look at that. Let me dial in. Look at that. Holy, look at the reflections even in his eyes to whatever he's looking at. Look at the water beads right there. That is some crazy AI work right there. And you didn't even need your own high performance PC for this, all through ModelScope. Okay, so now we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna do a video generation real quick. Let's see how the video generation does for this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is come back over to the beginning. So you got image, video, and the model train. Go ahead and click on video gen. So now that I'm on video gen right here, you have image to video or text to video. So we're gonna go ahead and do a text to video. I'm gonna go ahead and paste in the prompt. This is gonna be that man that we just created that was standing on the street. We're gonna go ahead and we want this landscape, 16:9 is what I want. We can go ahead and select model. So the models that we have right here are WAN 2.2. So we can choose which one that we want. You got a VAE and of course your LoRAs. Okay, and when you're picking your LoRA, you need to make sure that it is for yours. So for instance, I'm on WAN 2.2. You got to make sure that it is a WAN 2.2 or else it won't. So say for instance, if I want this one right here, if you notice right here, please select a model that is consistent with the current checkpoint. So you got to make sure that it is. We can search for all. Let's go 2.2 and let's do 14B real quick. And then of course we can choose any of these right here that we're doing. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and generate one without a LoRA, and then we'll do one with a LoRA. So we're just going to go ahead and hit complete. So it's just the checkpoint right now, which is the WAN 2.2. And then we're going to come down here. We make sure everything's here. I'm going to leave everything literally stock. You either got 3 seconds or 5 seconds. 10 seconds is coming soon. It would have it at 16:9. I have my negative and my positive prop, and go ahead and hit generate. Watermark free. So hopefully you're liking the video so far and getting some insight out of this. If you are, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe if you're not subscribed here. On Tuesdays as I put out Software Tuesdays. Not every Tuesday, but when I do software, I do post it on Tuesdays. I do a lot of product reviews as well on this channel. I'll go ahead and leave a code right here on the screen and in the description down below. If you sign up today and use that, you'll get an additional 100 credits on top of your daily allowance. Okay, so after this video generation, we're gonna be jumping into LoRAs, and right now, ModelScope is actually doing a competition called Hackathon, and you can win real prizes like iPhone, PS5, and gift cards. Just by creating LoRAs, and if your LoRA gets chosen and they really like it, then you can win these prizes. Okay, so here it is right here. Let me go ahead and full screen it. Go ahead and hit play. Not bad at all, not bad at all. I mean, very clean, very easy and simple to do. And again, you don't have to have a high-end video card. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into LoRA training and create our own LoRA. All right, I'm gonna learn this with you in real time. I actually like to use other people's LoRAs, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna train a LoRA on ModelScope with no GPU, no setup, and I'll explain each step as we go. If you're new to LoRAs, what LoRAs are, they're lightweight model add-ons. So basically, if you're wanting to change the style, say you want the cyberpunk or you want Pixar style, something like that, people make LoRAs, or now you can create your own LoRA. And what's really nice about this is most other places to do this, they charge you GPU time, which it is free here. All right, so the first step we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and come back to the main screen where we have our image, video, and model train. We're gonna go ahead and click on model train, which is the model training. Okay, so now that we're inside the Civision and this is the model training section, this is where we're going to create LoRAs in the cloud. Don't forget about the hackathon. Right now they're doing the hackathon where you can win prizes by creating your own LoRAs right now. So for the hackathon and the most workflows, we're going to go ahead and choose Qwen-Image as the base model. So go ahead and choose Qwen. This is a model we're fine-tuning to learn a custom style. All right, so now what we're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to create you a few images. So think of a style that you want. Okay, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna go create some images. So go create those images because you're gonna need those images to put into the LoRA training model to train on what your vision is. So go create you some images and then come back to the LoRA training so we can put those images in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump over and make me some images real quick of a medieval time, something around Braveheart time. I want a real filmy look, like it's from that time era is what I want to go ahead and create. Okay, so I went ahead and got me some images. So I got me a bunch of images of the time frame that I want to create this and the look that I want from this. So these are all AI generated. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop the images that I want to use. So there we go. I have all the images I want to use. So remember, we have Qwen as our base model. And then we got our images here. And what it's going to do is going to teach this model to use these images only to create anything that I put into it. It's going to give it this look right here. And remember, the more consistent that you have an image of what you're looking for or you're wanting, the better the model's going to learn it. The AI is going to learn what we're putting into it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and give it your LoRA a name. So I'm going to name mine Thomas Medieval. Okay, now one of the most important things is you got to give it a trigger name. So I'm going to go ahead and put Tom Mid Film. So that gives me, it's mine, it's the medieval, and it's a film. Once you learn a little bit more, you can come over here to advanced settings and you can go ahead and give it some more advanced settings right here. I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything the way that it is right now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the running, which is going to run it to the cloud, and hit start training. So now what it's going to do, it is going to train this LoRA for me. Okay, so right now the model is learning patterns. It's learning lighting, textures, armor details, and film look. It's saving all this into a LoRA file. Okay, while that's over there training, just remember, you can use these. You don't have to just use this for ModelScope. You can actually take all this in ModelScope and take it over to ComfyUI. But this gives you a baseline. So let's go ahead and get back over to LoRA and see what it's done. Okay, so now that it's done, I will say right now, it does take a little time depending on how many pictures you do have in that you're using to create a LoRA. Remember the AI has to actually learn off of it. But here it is. They gave 4 different ones that I can choose from. Now I can use any of these and start generating from it right here. Of course, if you go where your model name is, if I go ahead and click here, it's actually going to open it up because it is up on their website now for anyone to grab. So I can go ahead and download it if I want to download it. Now I have it downloaded to wherever I want to bring it at, but I'm going to go ahead and hit generate now. Remember, we did use Qwen, so here's Qwen right here, and then here is my LoRA that I just created. Remember earlier I explained to you that we have to have that trigger word, so now that's what we're going to do. So we got to make sure that our trigger word is in our description that we're going to describe our image to be now. So we got to make sure that trigger word's there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste in right now, and if you notice, my trigger word is here. So that Tom Med film is right there on it. Of course, if you want to give it a negative prompt, you can give it a negative prompt as well and go ahead and hit generate. Okay, so here's our first image. So let's go ahead and preview it. So again, it is giving me that style of, what I just created. So I'm going to do another one. That was for the checkpoint 20 right here. Let's do 5. Let's go here, hit generate. And we're going to go ahead and give this one a different prompt. And I'm also going to give this one a negative as well. So I have my positive prompt, a negative prompt, and we're going to go ahead and turn this into landscape. And we're going to do 2 images instead of 1. We're going to go ahead and put high res on so it upscales this as well. So go ahead and hit generate. Okay, so it's done. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to preview the first one. So here's the first one right here. Looks really, really clean, really nice. Let's go ahead and view the secondary one. If you notice how consistent that they're staying with the character consistency is literally, I'm really liking that on this LoRA right here. And that's the other good thing about creating LoRA is you can get more consistent on your characters and what videos or images that you are creating. So that's ModelScope right there. So, I mean, it's very simple, easy to use. You got your image, you got your video, and then, of course, your LoRA maker. That LoRA maker, again, I just put something just generic in here to show in here, and I'm fixing to actually sit down and try to make me some real artistically major one LoRAs on here. I want things like eyeballs. I want things like, you know, this out of the box that you don't normally see. That's out there right now in AI. That's how people are making these baby AIs and everything else going on, is they're using things like the LoRAs. And then companies will come out with a program called Baby AI Maker. Well, the only way they were able to make that Baby AI Maker is they use a LoRA to train that AI on. So again, this was just a generic with the medieval time. So once again, I'll go ahead and leave the code right here. You get an additional 100 credits when you sign up. And again, you get 2,000 a day. This is all cloud service, no GPU, no video card, no nothing. So hopefully that helped you, gave you a little insight on ModelScope, and maybe a little bit more if you're trying to get into AI. I'm Thomas with Tomology. I'll catch you in the next one.